I don't understand anything that's on the screen right now.
假信号中国，现在我有冰淇淋。
To sum up, scrolling through Steam, I found a dating sim of Bloody Painter. So, if you don't know who Bloody Painter is,
Okay, so here, Cora from the future, and I wanted to do my research because I don't remember too much about Bloody Painter exactly. I just remember this flawless crush I used to have on him because if you're watching this video, you know what I'm talking about. Literalist, or known as Bloody Painter, is a fictional serial killer character from the creepypasta series. The character is featured as the protagonist of a three-part story created by artist Delucat. Not gonna lie, I just realized why I used to like him so much. Besides, he disliking alcohol and also being a serial killer, we're kind of the same. Does that say anything about me?
English? Yeah, sure. Okay, content warning. This game is not suitable for children. You agree that you are at least 13 years of age. Graphic scenes of violence, realistic gore, jump scares, starvation, realistic depictions of graphic violence, auditory gore, murder, death, dismemberment, graphics and decapitation, realistic severed head. Okay? Okay? In the game, players can easily die. If you encounter a murderer, please call the police first. It's unrealistic to develop a romantic relationship with a murderer. I mean, the game's not wrong. This is a romance game. Oh no! I
假信号
put
中
it
国，
on
现
Chinese
在我有
again.
冰淇淋。
Let's start the game, I guess. Ugh. With a severe headache, I don't know. Spare my broken English, okay? You wake up in an unfamiliar place. As you touch the roots on the back of your head, it seems you were hit by something heavy. A heavy iron chain tied around your feet. Someone has trapped you here. You try to remember what happened before you lost consciousness, but you can't recall anything. Let's investigate the surroundings first. Near the door, there's a serving of spaghetti with tomato sauce and a bottle of water. Also, a round plastic fork that's completely harmless was thoughtfully attached. It's still warm. It feels like it was sent here not long ago. Where to investigate next? Can you at least grab, I don't know, that thing? Like, the thing where you serve the things? It definitely looks like it is made of metal, and I mean, you can use it as a weapon, can't you? Okay, cell phone? No service. Oh. I might be in a remote place or underground. The mattress? Okay. The mattress feels really hard to lie on. I don't know! The wall? Looks like a prison built by a germaphobe. The door? You peek through the keyhole, but you see nothing outside. I wonder where I am. Where to investigate next? Nothing. Yeah, What's the next move? Nah, you won't yell for help. I mean, if your cell phone has no signal and you're basically trapped in a room like this, I think, yeah, that's the best thing you could do. Listen. You can hear any sound other than your own breathing. The soundproofing in this room seems particularly good. Sleep? Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, there's nothing else I can do. You lie on the bed. You try to sleep under this condition. Maybe it's the fatigue caused by nervousness, but you still fall asleep. That. Question mark? Okay. I'm gonna be serious from now. You open your eyes after hearing some noises. Daddy? A tall man wearing a mask is squatting on the ground and looking at you with his head tilted. He remains silent, as if he's sizing up his prey. He points to the plate on the floor, like indicating that you should finish your meal quickly, thinking that the strange man might have poisoned the meal. You shake your head in fear. Excuse me? Excuse yourself? Seeing you have no intention of eating, he looks quite distressed.
You can't die.
So, they gave him a sexy voice. I'm not complaining. He slowly speaks with a deep and steady voice.
The freezer is full.
What does that mean?
The freezer is full, and there's no space for more.
Oh, does he mean like a freezer of corpses?
7 days.
7 days. He pauses and thinks.
There won't be space until 7 days later. If you die now, you'll rot.
Oh, thanks for the advice, I guess. What do you mean? So, I only have 7 days left to live. He nods and walks out of the door. Wait, you can just leave me here like this, please. Your cries can stop the door from closing. Day 1, night. Let's investigate the surroundings first. The meal, I guess. A bread and a bottle of water. Eat! Eat! I wanna eat! Let's see the door. You peek outside from the keyhole. You see the shadow of the man walking around. Seems to be busy with something. What is he doing? Okay, a mattress, I guess. Can you eat, at least? Man, that's free food on your last days. What are you doing? Day 2, morning. Oh, she ate. Okay. Meal. Empty plate. Door. You check the keyhole. You seem to see something. You see that there is a vague figure at the end of the door. Observe quietly. You sense something wrong and realize what that I realize what that is after narrowing your eyes. Oh, that is an artwork made of the human body, not a human being. Okay. Ah. Oh, sorry. You hear the door open. You slowly push the door, and there is no trace of the strange man. First, you go into a room with a large freezer, sink, an operating table. Then, you open another heavy door. You find yourself in a room full of glass display jars. Ew. I mean, I do study biology and still. Ew. The jars are all filled with specimens made from human body parts. It's like you're in an art museum. Yeah, you have this. Oh. Oh. Oh! Could it be that he wanted to freeze me as material for specimen artwork? Maybe. You're thinking. Using this scene. What the hell are these sick stuff? So disgusting! You say all the curse words you can think of in your life. You raise your fist and smash it against the glass cabinet. Oh, that's not good. But stop just before your fist hits it. Oh, your wrist is grabbed by someone. Before you realize, the man is already standing behind you.
The last thing I welcome is an uneducated person like you.
You feel a twinkie in your abdomen. Did I die? And then the word warm liquid floats out. It doesn't look too red to me, but okay. Alright, now it is red indeed. He kills you, and he cleans up the scene carefully. After dissolving you with a strong acid, he buries you in the garden. Oh. Bad end 6-2. You're not even good enough to be material! Bruh! Do I have to start again? Bruh! Okay, you're thinking. You're seeing this scene. Let's admire the artworks, I guess. You look around and admire his work with relish. You look at them for 15 minutes straight. I mean, it could be me. Not gonna lie.
Interesting.
You hear a voice coming from the corner. Oh, now he's a cutie little patootie, but he cute. It turns out the man has been watching you from a blind spot behind the glass cabinets. I like them. They're so beautiful. Yeah, I mean, it's art. Besides there being a literal corpse, I believe. I hope it is not. The man goes silent, with his head say idle for a couple of seconds after hearing your comment. He seems to be thinking about something.
Don't you consider it cruel or bloodthirsty to them?
I mean, it is cruel, but I don't wanna die, you know? No, I feel nothing at all.
You're such a weirdo.
You are the weirdo. What you're talking about? You think, aren't you talking about yourself? After you have a tour in his display room, he locks you back in the small room you were in. You go to sleep to end the day. Your survival rate increases. Oh, That's why it was a dating sim. Okay. Okay. I get it. Until noon, you don't see breakfast or lunch being delivered. You're already starving. You're waiting for him to bring dinner. But what you get is not dinner. Instead, you hear the door was open. A light shines through the crack of the half-open door, looking like an intriguing invitation. You open the door and walk into the light. You first arrive at a room with an operating table outside of the door. But this time, the operating table is not empty. There's a defrosted human corpse on it. The man pops out of nowhere. Oh, out of somewhere, I mean. He unties the iron chains from your feet and hands the surgical knife in his hand to you.
First, where do you think the first cut should be?
His voice don't sound cold, like the kind of teacher who gives students hard questions on purpose. I want to leave, you know, and I've already died before, too quickly. So let's just stop the corpse. Maybe beautiful works always come with some sacrifices. Ill. Without hesitation, you stab the abdomen of the corpse with a knife, but due to the lack of professionalism, the lines you got are crooked and ugly. And this is when he gets close behind your back and holds your hand. Your butt holding the surgical knife, like you two are cutting a cake together. How romantic. With his hand, the lines you cut become smooth and clean. Oh wow. You can smell an ocean perfume on him due to how close you are. It seems to be sprayed to cover up the smell of formalin. You can feel his arms with your back, but his fingers are a little cold. He's focusing on cutting the corpse, and your hand keeps moving under his lid. He could have killed you or ignored you, but he didn't. You start to speculate on the purpose of his behaviors. Could it be that he wants someone who can ignore the cruelty in process and understand him? You think, after the happy creative time ends, you're locked into the room you were in. You go to sleep to end the day. Day 4, noon. Until noon, you don't see breakfast or lunch being delivered. You're already starving. You notice that something is shining at the corner. A key. It seems like the man accidentally dropped it last night. You open the door with the key. You go past the operating table where you two spent creative time together last night. The display room. Then you discover that there are unnatural uneven marks from one wall to the corner. You find a trapdoor. After pushing the trapdoor, you see a normal basement storage room. At the corner of the storage room, you see a stair that goes up. It turns out that this is really an underground secret room, hidden layer by layer with trapdoor. No wonder the sound insulation is so good. You walk up the stairs and see a heavy wooden board. You push it hard. What catches your eye is the interior of a cozy cabin. Then you realize the heavy wooden board you just pushed is the back of a bookcase. You look around and find that there are insect specimens everywhere in the cabin. And there is also a reindeer head specimen hanging on the wall. Then you walk into their living room. You see a young man with a handsome face and pale skin lying on the sofa. The ocean scent perfume and the faint smell of formalin emanates from this body. It's him! He's the masked man who kidnapped you. But he's not wearing a mask this time. He's going to wake up, bro. Like, just run away! His sleeping face has a ferocious expression. His neck is sweating and he seems to be trembling. It looks like he's sick. At this time you decide to... do we want to escape? Or do we want to leave? Because, I mean, considering that it is a dating sim, what you will probably try to do won't work. Definitely. So let's just stick to this whole what scenario. You can't bear to leave him alone, so you reach out and touch his forehead. Wow, so hot. You try to find something that can cool him down. Let's investigate. Kitchen? The kitchen is spotlessly clean. The fridge. There are some ice cubes in it. This can cool down his body temperature. The cabinet. You find some clean towels in the kitchen cabinet. I can soak a towel in ice water and place it on the patient's forehead to cool him down. Okay, enough investigation. Let's check the living room, just in case. Where to investigate next? Oh, there's too many things to do here. Let's start from the bookcase. Okay, you find some of his profile files in the bookcase. Name: Helen Otis. Gender: male. Birthday: October 1st, 1980. Shelf. Lockbox. There is a box with a combination lock on the shelf. Let's just try this. No. Shelf again. Cocoa powder. There's a jar of cocoa powder and a cup on it. Let's make him a cup of cocoa. Oh, okay. Where to investigate next? Photo frame. There is a photo frame on the shelf. It's a photo of him standing at the entrance of the Judicial Mental Hospital with a man in a doctor's robe. It feels like he did them all. Okay, so there's some beetles, some butterflies. The workmanship of these specimens is exquisite. It is. True. Sofa. I don't think it's good for a patient to sleep on the sofa, but you can move him with your strength. Where to investigate next? The man? His expression is ferocious. He seems to be in pain. He's still having a fever. End of investigation, I guess. Yeah. We return to the living room. Bring out the excess water from a towel soaked in ice water and place it on his forehead. His ferocious expression gradually softened. You once again notice his fair skin and long eyelashes and his slightly curly black hair. If you don't say he's a murderer, his sleeping face looks very harmless now. After a while, He wakes up to the scent of your brewing cocoa and sits up on the couch. He looks a little shocked. He looks around quickly and seems to understand what is going on.
Why are you doing this?
I wanna leave, okay? I want to ask myself that too.
You saw me faint and didn't choose to run away.
I may try next time.
You're such a weirdo.
You're the weirdo. Is there anyone weirder than you in this house? Yeah! Like for real! You can't help but bitch about him. You seem to see the corners of his mouth, raising slightly for a few seconds, and the atmosphere between you relaxes. He doesn't drink the cocoa you brewed for him. It seems that he's still a little worried of you. Can you tell me who you are?
Bloody Painter. That's the name they gave me for my modus operandi. If you find it difficult to pronounce, you can call me BP.
BP. Like, Blippi?